All right, so one thing that makes this rig so cool is that it's very simple to set up. There's only one knot involved. All you're gonna do is you're gonna throw it. I've been throwing it on light line. You could throw it on, 10, 12 pound tests on your bait caster, but you're gonna need bobber stops. You're gonna need a hook, a drop shot hook or a wacky hook. And then you're also gonna need a drop shot weight, but in particular, the drop shot weight needs to have a line tie. So just like this one right here, how it has that line tie right there, not the type you clip on, and you're going to learn why right here in a minute. So the setup is, first you slide on your bobber stop. First bobber stop, you put that on first. Usually I like to use clear or a natural color. So you're going to have your bobber stop, boom, slide that up the line. Then you're going to go ahead and slide on your hook, a drop shot hook, a wacky hook, whatever type of hook, a small finesse hook. You're gonna slide it on. It's gonna be just like you're tying a drop shot, so the hook point pointed up, you just slide it on your line. Next, another bobber stop. Now the only thing you're gonna tie on is your drop shot weight. Right here I have a 1/2 ounce. It's a football shaped drop shot weight that First Gen Fishing's coming out with. And so I'm calling this the First Gen rig. You can use any drop shot weights you want. These will be out, probably in months. So use whatever drop shot weight you want, but it has to have this line tie. The reason is because you're gonna have this bobber stop protecting the knot like that, right? And your hook is free sliding. So it slides back and forth up and down this line. When a fish bites your bait on here, second most important thing, when you get a bite, you need to just reel into that fish, because you're not going to get pressure for that hook set until the weight is all the way up against that hook. All right, and every single fish I've hooked on this is in the upper roof of the mouth, way in the mouth, not in the lip, but upper roof of the mouth, every one of them. I was concerned about the hook set, and I was concerned about being able to feel that bite because the hook is free falling. But what you're going to do is, and I'll show you, you cast it out, let it go to the bottom, and hold your line tight. And when I have a Senko on here, wacky rigged, it's just gonna fall slowly down that line, and you will feel a dink, dink, little tick, just like a regular bite. And I just go ahead and reel until it gets snug and just pull into the fish. So that's the rig right there. There's a bunch of advantages to it. One, you could throw a Senko wacky rig down 40 feet deep where they haven't seen one, or, if you're patient enough to throw a wacky rig Senko 40 feet deep and wait for it to fall, good on you, but I'm not. Second one, as opposed to a drop shot, the hook is not affixed to the line, so your bait's gonna have that slow fall. Also, if you throw like the Z-Man Elastec stuff, it'll float. So wherever you set that top bobber stop, it's gonna float up to that level. So if you have suspended fish, you could put your bobber stop 20 feet up the line, 10 feet, 15, 8 feet, 6 feet, wherever you want that bobber stop, and your bait, if it's floating, will be up that high. For the Senko, if you're fishing 40 foot of water, I could have this bobber stop up 10 feet high. The Senko's gonna go down very fast because this is a 1/2 ounce drop shot weight. When it gets to that point, now you're gonna get that Senko shimmy, the last 10 feet down there where those fish are. So it's extremely versatile in that way. Like a drop shot, you can't set your hook obviously up. I mean, I usually do it 12 inches, 18 inches up the line. You can't do it 10 feet up the line, 5 feet up the line, because you can't cast. So this allows you to set this hook or wherever you want your bait to start that fall, or to float if you're using Elastec, wherever you want it. So, this thing is extremely versatile. Again, you could throw these Senkos, these small Senko stick baits, even a RoboWorm, and get a really slow, natural fall as that slides down the line all the way to the weight. Now, if you want to get that bait reset and have it fall again, you just do a quick pull of the rod tip. You could lift this thing up 5 feet off the ground, off the bottom, and let it fall again on slack line. Now your bait's reset back up here, and you're going to get another slow fall from your bait. So you could throw even 2.8 Kitech little swim baits, nose hook them on here, or fluke, anything like that. Be creative with it. So the First Gen rig, that's what it looks like. Now let's throw something on here, Senko, and see if we catch some fish. All right, you guys, so I have my hook right here. I have a 4-inch Senko. I'm just gonna wacky rig that thing. Just like that. And then I'm gonna set my bobber stop up like 5 feet up the line. And I'll show you guys on forward facing, you could actually see the weight go down, hit the bottom, and then the worm sinking down. So let me get this on here. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out some line. I'm gonna set my bobber stop way up the line here. All right, now I'm gonna kneel down, show you guys. So here, forward facing right here, I'm gonna drop this bait down right just under the boat, just so you guys could see what I'm talking about. There's actually fish down there. You guys see that? So there you go. There you go, right there. There's my sinker, there's my Senko up above that. You guys see that? Sinker, Senko on the top. Now when it hits the bottom, I'm just gonna hold my line tight, and you could see the Senko just kind of flickering, falling down, doing its thing. Now there was fish down there, so might get bit. Now once it's down there on the bottom, I kind of let it sit there for a second, see if you get that bite on the fall. Oh, I got one. Okay, now I'm gonna reel it. Oh my gosh, showing you guys. Okay. Oh, he just came off. He just came off. Had one though. Oh, I thought oh yeah, look at that. Bit my Senko in half. So let's get another Senko. But dude, that was literally first drop. First drop. Trying to just show you guys what it looks like. But there's fish down there, so let's get another one. Wacky rigged up. All right. All right, there we go. There's my sinker, there's my Senko. 1, 2. Hopefully you guys could see that. There's a fish right there, suspended up. Now it's gonna hit the bottom. I'm gonna hold my line tight. There's my Senko falling, just like it should. There's a fish following it. Now, even when it's falling, I could twitch it. And I had one on the first drop. There's a bunch of them down there. Now if I want to, let's point this back at my bait where I think it is. Reset that thing. See it come off the bottom. And my Senko's back up suspended there. There it is again. Senko up high, weight below it, and we're in 35 foot of water right there where this thing is gonna land. We're on bottom. The Senko is slowly sinking down right there. A fish came up and looked at it. Slowly sinking down. I'll let it go to the bottom. You can just twitch it, give it a little twitch, let it sit. Oh, I got one. I got one. Okay, just let it load up. Reel. There we go. There we go. He wanted it lifted. He wanted it moving. That's a good fish too. Let's see how it's hooked. I think it's hooked right where I said it's going to be hooked. Right in the roof of the mouth. Oh, yeah, it was right in the roof of the mouth, but there it is right there. Fish, first gen rig. You ain't probably never seen a Senko down there in 40 feet of water, 35 feet of water. And that guy, he actually wanted it with some action. So I was sitting there resetting it, and there's a bunch of fish right below us. So let's see if we can get another one here. I don't know if you guys could see that. Whole bunch of them down there. Maybe got them activated. Oh, another one. Yep. Oh, my drag is so loose. Let's see if we could see this guy right here. Choked it. Right where I said. They're usually hooked right there, way deep in the roof of the mouth. Perfect. All right, first gen rig fish. I'm throwing him back. There's a big old school of them down there. Check out my worm. I'm really surprised that it hasn't come off yet. But I think to me the biggest advantage of this is working a Wacky Rig Senko in the way it was intended to be fished, just weightless, down there where it's really deep, where you normally don't get a bait down there. I think that is a big deal. Oh, oh. Got him. Fish on. Nice one. Gosh, they're so white. Look at that guy. They can't even fight. Right in the roof of the mouth again. Old robo worm. Look at how chunky it is. Nice fish. All right. Let's get another one of them. Oh, dang, he had it. Oh no, it's still biting it. Is it? Nope. Dang, he had it. It's on it. Yep, they are bass. Just didn't want the Senko. Feels like a tiny one though. No? No, it's a spot. It's a good spot for here. Nice little Oroville spot. Here we go. Pretty little spot. I'm surprised they didn't want that tiny Senko, Morning Dawn Senko, but fell for the robo worm. Oh, I got one. Got one. Oh, spot? Oh yeah, spot. Another spot. Cool. Love catching these things. Another pretty little spot. Pretty little spot right in the roof of the mouth right there. On that first gen rig. Tell you what. Look at that pretty spot. Look at the colorings on them. It's pretty. All right, so far, what do you guys think about the first gen rig? You know, do you think, leave a comment below. Also, I forgot to say, we still do our contest every first of the month. We give away half our YouTube income. You just have to subscribe, leave a comment, and we select a random comment from that last month's videos or that month's videos, and you could be the winner. So I'll make it easy for you. Leave a comment. What do you think of the first gen rig? Does it, you know, seem like it'll work? Does it seem, you know, not like it won't, or it's going to be hard to feel the bite? That was the very first thing I thought, is like, how am I going to feel the bite when the hook slides up and down the line? But I could definitely feel the bite. So that was my first thought as well. But I could feel the bite. And the next thing was, am I going to be able to hook the fish? And I could definitely hook the fish. It seems like I showed you, they all have it way down. Oh, I got one. On the fall. They have it way down in their mouth. Feels like a decent fish too. Oh yeah, it's a nice fish. A spot. Spotted bass. I was gonna say this thing should work really good on spotted bass. That Senko, the spotted bass right here is hooked in the right in the upper lip though. Nice spotted bass. That pretty little guy right there, hooked right in the snout. But this thing should work phenomenal. Comanche, Folsom, Oroville, Shasta, Berryessa. Pretty little spotted bass we have in the lake right there. See if we get another one. There's a couple more right out here. Actually, one more, maybe one more. That one ate it. As soon as it got to the bottom, I went to lift up on it, it was already there. So, and we're out here in, again, 35 feet of water. These fish haven't really seen a Senko falling like that before, so something new to show them. So there's a good shot of my bait right there. I think you guys could see that bait above the sinker. Right there, it's at 30. Now the bait's at 30. I'm about to hit the bottom right there. So there's the Senko. And it's dropping right on down, right on a fish's head. Right there. Oh, got it. Now I'm just gonna reel. That's too cool. That fish was like, what's this Senko doing down here in 40 foot of water? Feels like a good one. Oh, it is. Nice bass. Nice largemouth. I'm gonna stop boat flipping them because one, you really shouldn't, and two, it really stresses the line. So right there, hooked again, right in the roof of the mouth. Right there, that's the rig. Nice little bass, 40 foot deep. Kind of called that one. Oh, I got one. Yep, it's coming towards me. Good one too.
What is it? Largemouth or spot? Good largemouth.
Just living out there in La La Land, 50 feet of water. And look where that fish is hooked. Right in the roof of the mouth. Another fish on it. Another good one. Check my line. And I'm gonna need a new Senko. Guy bit my Senko in half. I don't know how many Senkos I actually have left. So I'm gonna go to, I got a couple more. Another good one. Another good one. Same spot. This one feels big right here. Bigger. Maybe 3 pounder. It's just a solid. Maybe a close to 3. Let's see here. Here we go. Choked it. Oh wow, just came out. Nice chunk though, this little fat healthy one. Right in the same spot as the last one. Saw him come over and just eat it. All right guys, so that's it, the first gen rig. You can use Senkos, you can use Roveworm, you can use a little Keitech if you wanted to. You can use something like Elastec material that floats it up. But that's it right there. That's the first gen rig. Tell me what you guys think about it. Hopefully you get out there on the lake. If you go out there on the lake and you use it, let me know how you do. Leave a comment for sure. Let me know how you do. I want to hear about it. And Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.